The format of this meeting is a 10-minute speaker, a 10-minute coffee break, and then a main speaker. Tonight, our first speaker is Sandi. Help me welcome Sandi.
Well, I thought I'd time myself, but I changed my mind. Hi, I'm Sandi, and I'm an alcoholic. I got here when I was 39, and I'm getting nervous. Take off clothes. And when I turned 39, I had just finished doing a little bout with, I don't know if any of you are familiar with Sybil Brand Jail and Chowchilla Prison. Yeah, I got to hang out in those places for a while. And when I got into the recovery home, I was still 39. But I turned 40 shortly thereafter. And my disease, my last drink, I knew not to drink and drive, let's put it that way. I always walked to the local bars in my neighborhood with a herd of people. But this time I decided I was just going to go out and do some dancing all by myself. I had no intentions of going out drinking. I only had like 17 cents in my pocket. And I knew I had to be home at a real decent hour. So I was driving home from this little bar. I had to be home by 9 o'clock was my thing. And I was driving home, and at 8:58, I ran over a fire hydrant. Well, that was not happy. So a couple days later, while I was in Sybil Brand, I found out that I had not only run over a fire hydrant that messed up my pretty little white car, but I had run into a group of people. And one of those people, I sheared off her foot. And it took my breath away to hear that. I couldn't believe it, that I had done something like that. I hadn't even had a parking ticket. Come on. But my experience while I was in jail and in prison, I lost all my self-esteem. It was kind of like an out-of-body experience now that I look back at it. But once I was sentenced to the recovery home, oh my gosh, I realized that I was learning about alcoholism. I never knew I was an alcoholic. I just thought that was the way I was supposed to live. So I was learning that they were talking about me half the time in these stories. And I heard a speaker one day talk about me to a T. I paid restitution to those people, so just in case you're wondering, you can't just get away with it. So I heard about this. I heard this speaker, and I really identified. So I went back to the recovery home, and I was just getting ready to sit down on my bed, and I realized, because I had heard in the books that this disease picks up right where it left off. And I just sat down on my bed, and I went, oh my gosh, this disease picks up right where it left off. And I really don't want to get behind the wheel drinking again, because I could possibly kill somebody with my car. So today, that is not an option for me. Since I've been out here, I had to change my sponsor. We've only been here a couple years. I love sponsors that are so warm and fuzzy. Mine is. There is so much to do in recovery. You know, here you're talking about a chili cook-off. Try going to dances. Dances are fun. You know, I went to my first dance and I lost my wiggle. I couldn't dance anymore. I got it back. Yeah, there's so much to do. I got my son back, who didn't want to have anything to do with me. I got a lot of my friends back. I had to make my amends to everybody. And right when I was like 11 months and 2 weeks into sobriety, because I heard that you're supposed to swear off men for a year, I glanced over and my eyes met somebody. Hi. And we've just had a really uphill climb. I mean, everything's been so good. We've been married for quite a while, and I just turned 25 years in sobriety, and it's like, this really works if you sit down and buckle down and do it. Do your readings, do a thorough 4th step, talk to your sponsor regularly. If you're new in the program, 90 meetings in 90 days. Okay? You can do 2 a day if you want. I just want to let you guys know that this program is really, really worth it. You know, just 1 day at a time if you need to do it, 1 hour at a time. You know, they pile up. Before you know it, you'll have a year. I remember when I heard somebody say they had a year, it was like, oh, I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. But then I got a year, and then 2 years. And, you know, this is just a good deal. It really is. So all of you, I want you to just stick to your seats, hang out, and start laughing, because it's really worth it. Thank you.